What is up, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of my MyLEAGUE series. Now, this is just going to be a regular MyLEAGUE using my 2K17 roster, showing off my sliders a little bit here. I am playing on Hall of Fame, and I did turn off use trades already in the roster so that I stick with my draft pick. And I am going to use the Dallas Mavericks because Rick Carlisle is a beast of a coach, and I actually did a randomizer because I can never choose which pick that I want. I always get stuck just coming up with different teams. So actually I went on random.org and I got the 5th pick. I did a random number between 1 and 30 and I got 5. So I start with Anthony Davis. Second pick, I'm going to go with D'Angelo Russell. He's really good in MyLEAGUE. If you ever sim a MyLEAGUE, D'Angelo Russell turns into a beast. And then with my third pick, I'm going with Brandon Ingram. And I'm not going to show off the entire draft, but I am going to show you the core of my team here and what I'm kind of thinking. I actually wanted Boban to be my backup center, so I'm actually going to trade him here and get a first-round pick for that draft class of mine with Dennis Smith and Harry Giles, Jason Tatum, so that way I can get another good player for my team in the future, because I know this team isn't really built for winning. This team is built for winning in the long run. Even though I am ranked 5th overall, it wasn't my intention to be good coming out of the gate. But I am going to play this first game against the Phoenix Suns. Since my players are healthy, you know, you never know how long your team is going to be healthy for, so you got to play that first game. Right off the tip, Willie Cauley-Stein with a nice reverse flush. Next possession, you see I'm not afraid to take those threes with Anthony Davis. I am developing him. I am going to make him an absolute beast. But here I'm going to actually give it to Russell in the paint. Nice reverse layup and 1. So I'm already up 4-0. Off to a nice start with my new team. And now I'm running the break here, and I'm just going to calmly give it to Anthony Davis. Nice fadeaway jumper over Chris Humphries. That's all day with that wingspan. So now Avery Bradley is going to miss this three-pointer. I corral the rebound. You see me on the break. This team loves to run. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson to Brandon Ingram for the nice finish on the break. So now I'm running some pick and roll here. Give it to my boy Brandon Ingram in the corner. Nice 2-point jump shot. That jump shot looks just like his shot in real life. It's so beautiful. And I'm going to show you guys some Ben Simmons highlights. And I know you guys, some of you wanted to see some rookie gameplay. Well, you're getting it. You're getting the number 1 pick versus the number 2 pick here. And now you see me taking it right back down with D'Angelo Russell to Willie Cauley-Stein, who's in for another flush. He pretty much dunks everything. That's what I love about Willie Cauley-Stein. He plays defense, but Anthony Davis isn't going to play great defense here, and Karl-Anthony Towns is going to hit that jumper. He does have a really good mid-range rating. It's like 90 something, which is pretty crazy. And you see I'm going to hit Malcolm Delaney for the 3. He provides a nice little spark off the bench, and I got him in that trade for Boban. So, you know, it was a pretty nice trade both ways. I get that nice draft pick, and I get some firepower coming off my bench. So you see Patty Mills here gets that tough jumper to go. On the next possession, Ben Simmons misses the contested layup, but I'm running the floor. D'Angelo Russell to Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, who misses the layup. And I'm actually kind of mad. I thought Rondae Hollis-Jefferson was a good finisher. He shot like 56% in the paint at Arizona, but he has a 55 layup in 2K. But look at this nice dunk with Brandon Ingram. I got the music back. It's been a minute since I've done a commentary over some gameplay, so you know I gotta get those lobs in. If you watched this last year, you know I do those lobs all the time. But here I have a mismatch. Karl-Anthony Towns on Brandon Ingram, so I'm just gonna take him to the basket, finish with a nice 2-handed jam. So now I'm up 3, trying to post up with Anthony Davis, make something happen. Karis LeVert for 3. I find him open. He's a really nice piece off my bench. I really want him to develop into my 6th man, kind of like Jamal Crawford. That was his pro comparison, and that's exactly what I want him to provide for my team. And there I give up a tough 3 to Stanley Johnson, and then another one to Norman Powell, and they tie up the game in the second quarter. But you know I have a response. I always do. Give it to my boy Karis LeVert, and then to Anthony Davis, who's posting up. Nice move on the baseline. Get that layup past Karl-Anthony Towns' outstretched arms. But again, Norman Powell is just going to dice up my defense. and finished with the layup. So this dude was killing me off the bench. Norman Powell, he didn't even play that many minutes, but he was just killing it for them. But now I'm going to come back with my own guy off the bench, Karis LeVert. Nice hop step move. And then Rondae Hollis-Jefferson for three. Got him. He's a terrible three-point shooter, but, you know, hey, I'll take it. 3 points is 3 points. But I'm up one. Norman Powell for the deep three. That's just unfair. He was on the move, and that was from a long distance. He still gets the three-pointer to go. So I'm down 2 going into halftime now. Norman Powell just destroyed me in that second quarter. And you see how close this game is at halftime. Look at the field goals, the rebounds. You know, I have a few turnovers there, but, you know, nothing out of the ordinary. But coming out of the half, I get really sloppy. I try to do a between-the-legs move there, end up turning the ball over and committing a foul on Ben Simmons. He actually hits both free throws. And on the other end, I leave Avery Bradley open for 3. Now I'm down by 6. And it's just going to go downhill from here. But luckily, I do get a nice basket here by hitting the trailer, Willie Cauley-Stein. See, he just always has an advantage with his athleticism. He actually played wide receiver in high school, so he's really athletic for a center. So you see me, I'm missing layups. I'm giving up layups on the other end. And now I'm down by 8. And it's only going to get worse. So I take a bad shot here with D'Angelo Russell. And then I turn the ball over. And then Ben Simmons is running the break. He's going to dump it off to Avery Bradley, who draws a foul, almost gets it to go, but doesn't quite get the 2 points. But now I'm down 10. I strip the ball loose, and they get it back. Now I'm down 12. So it's really bad in the second quarter. But Thabo Sefolosha is open for 3. That's a nice shot right there. I'm only down 9 now, but I have a lot of ground to make up against this Hall of Fame CPU. And this is like one of the worst teams in the league, and I'm down by 12. This is really bad, but luckily Anthony Davis gets the nice and 1 basket to go. Shooting the free throw, I'm going to get this one to go too. So now the deficit is only 8. And now I'm coming right back with Malcolm Delaney running that pick and roll, going right to the baseline, finishing at the rim, only down 6 with about 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the third quarter. But Norman Powell, again, another three-pointer. This dude was just unconscious this game. You see he has 11 points on 4 or 5 shooting at this point in time. But now I'm just going to go to my star player, Anthony Davis. I'm posting up on Pascal Siakam, and then I'm just going to get the nice fadeaway jump shot to go. Like, you can't really contest Anthony Davis's fadeaway jump shot, so I've got to take advantage of that. Here, I get the nice block on Anthony Davis, dumping it off to D'Angelo, who actually makes a layup. I missed a ton of layups this game with he and Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, and it really came back to hurt me. And there you see a nice move from Ben Simmons. That actually looked pretty Ben Simmons-esque. And on the other end, D'Angelo Russell with a nice layup. So you see the Montverde Academy guys are going at it, D'Angelo Russell and Ben Simmons, who actually missed that layup on the other end. But I'm going to find Willie Cauley-Stein, who's going to hit the layup on my end. So now I'm down by 7. And I still got to play defense, but Ben Simmons is going to get in, and he gets rejected. A catch blocked by my boy Brandon Ingram. That was just so mean, but Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in his 55 layup can't finish the play for me, which is such a bummer. That was such a nice defensive play. I got to reward myself on the other end, but I do get the steal. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson gets to redeem himself right there. Nice dunk. I wish he would have done that the first time, and all those other layups that he missed all game. And now you see the Suns are really going to Ben Simmons in this fourth quarter here. He gets the nice layup to go, and he has that advantage again over Brandon Ingram with the athleticism. And then on the other end, Rondae Hollis-Jefferson actually makes a layup. I'm really proud of my boy for making a 2-foot shot for the first time all game. But I'm still a little bit sloppy here. You see I almost lost the ball there, but I actually find Anthony Davis there for the dunk. And now I'm only down 5, and this is a very winnable game. I just got to play defense, sag off of Ben Simmons as usual, but I get the block right there, make Ben Simmons give up the basketball. Find Anthony Davis right there. That's a really good find right there. He actually threaded the needle, D'Angelo Russell, so that was a nice pass on that end. And now I'm only down by 3. So now it's just about me playing defense and getting some scores. So now I'm playing defense on Ish Smith here. I poke the ball loose. I can't get it back. And then I give up an offensive rebound. So these are just really bad plays. This was really sloppy on my part. I poked the ball loose again. D'Angelo Russell gets it on the break, and he's going to finish the layup. Now I'm only down by 1. So if I get a stop and a score, I'll take the lead back after being down by 12 in that third and fourth quarter. So I'm just going to let this play out. I'm using D'Angelo Russell, sagging off of Ish Smith, who's not the best shooter in the world. And Ben Simmons is trying to get fancy here. That's one of the downfalls of his game. He gets fancy a lot, but D'Angelo Russell misses the very clutch layup. That boy doesn't have ice in his veins this game, but I get the deflection there, but I can't get the steal, which is such a bummer. That was such a big sequence right there. I would have been up by 1 instead of being down by 1 and having to get another stop on this end. And you see I get another deflection here. So again, I'm just letting this play through because like this is clutch time right here. You know, I have a chance to win this game. This is very winnable. So I'm going to use Anthony Davis on the inbounds here because he has that wingspan. He deflected the last 2 passes, so I'm trying to deflect another one, and I do, but Chris Humphries finds the loose ball and gets the layup, and these are just some heartbreaking plays. So now I'm going to try to get something to the rim with Brandon Ingram, but it gets intercepted because Ben Simmons jammed the cut, and he hits 2 free throws, makes it a 4-point game. And now I'm going to give it quickly to Anthony Davis for the dunk, make it a 2-point game again. So now I need to foul here and hope that they miss 1 free throw. Ish Smith is a pretty good free throw shooter, so it could go either way if he makes both or not. But he actually does miss the first free throw, so I'm still very much alive in this ball game. Like, I've had my opportunities this game to win, and hopefully I could pull this one out. So I call timeout here, get a brand new possession. Doesn't really matter if I go for 2 or 3, but I already have it with D'Angelo Russell, who's probably my best 3-point shooter, he and Brandon Ingram. So I'm just going to take my time and try to get a good look. Actually do get open with D'Angelo for 3. Can't hit it. Get another opportunity. Nice rebound. Another 3 to tie? Nope. Game's over. I lose by 3 to one of the worst teams in the NBA, the Phoenix Suns, and I just could not buy a bucket with this game with D'Angelo Russell. It was pretty bad. 4 of 16. Willie Cauley-Stein had a great game. Anthony Davis had a great game, but I just couldn't finish off the job. I choked in crunch time. That's all on me. So I just got to come back with the next game and be better. And you see how close this game was. Just take a look at all these stats. Just take a pause and look at these stats and how close these are and how close I was to actually winning this game. But I came up short. Look at the bench points. I was down 13 in the bench points department, so that really came back to hurt. Norman Powell just destroyed me. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this My League gameplay. I will be back for another episode very soon. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.